Hi, I'm Dan from DobermanDan.com. I have no idea what happened, but I woke up this morning, my Doberman had shrunk. Anyway, enjoying an unusually chilly evening here in Florida tonight. I get to thinking, I even said to my wife, I have no idea what I'm going to teach about tonight, but I got to get this video done as part of my YouTube 30-day challenge. And then I got to thinking, I don't necessarily feel like teaching, so I'm just going to have a little fireside chat with you, so to speak. And what I wanted to talk with you about is the entrepreneurial path. The entrepreneurial path is an exciting one, but I've had incredibly prosperous times, more prosperous than I ever could have imagined when I started my first kitchen table business. And I've had incredibly difficult and rocky times. But it's all been good, and it's all a learning process. In fact, it wasn't too long ago when I'd first moved to Miami. I was in a really bad spot and actually lived in a tiny one-bedroom apartment with nothing. No furniture at all, because it was either pay the rent or get furniture. So pay the rent took priority. And my wife was even reminding me of this today. As if that wasn't bad enough, things got even worse. And I couldn't even pay the rent. So there I am in a really bad neighborhood in Miami, in a pretty crappy one-bedroom apartment, no furniture, eating ramen noodles and what other cheap stuff we could buy. And as Gary Halbert used to say, the wolf was at the door, and I couldn't even pay my rent. So I'd like to show you what saved me from that situation. This is a number 10 envelope. This is a roll of first-class stamps. And this is a couple sheets of paper with some words on it. And my wife and I sat down and hand-addressed 1,000 envelopes, stuck the stamps on ourselves. Prior to that, I spent days and days writing out a sales letter for a product that I thought I could maybe possibly sell. And what last credit I had on my Visa, I paid for the printing of the sales letter, paid for 1,000 stamps and 1,000 number 10 envelopes. And like I said, we sat there, hand-addressed those letters, and got those letters ready to mail at the worst possible time for direct mail, the worst possible month, in December, shortly before Christmas. And if that didn't work, then I wasn't going to be able to pay my rent, and I would have had to, I don't know, possibly live under a bridge in a cardboard box, or, God help me, get a job, which at that time, living under a bridge in a cardboard box actually sounded better to me than getting a job. So sure enough, we dropped those letters in the mail, and the orders started to roll in. Like I said, the worst possible time to try to sell a product. It was a supplement product at that time. And the orders started rolling in. And ever since then, I've been, I'd used direct mail in the past, but ever since that moment, I've been on a personal crusade for direct mail. So keep that in mind. If you are going through a rocky path right now in your entrepreneurial life, maybe your salvation just is some number 10 envelopes and some stamps and some words printed on paper. It was for me back then, and has been numerous times since. So I hope that helps. I wish you were here in person and we were having this conversation so I could get to know you a little bit better, but in the meantime, this is the best we can do. I appreciate you watching and sharing this time with me, and I'll talk to you again real soon. I'm Dan from DobermanDan.com. Take care.